One question that I occasionally hear from newer players is, what is the best tower? And to be honest, there is no best tower. Each tower has its flaws, whether it be high cooldown, high price, or generally being bad at everything. So yeah, there is no best tower. That being said though, Lightbeamer gets pretty close. If you can take advantage of them to their fullest, you can get some impressive results. So how do you use Lightbeamer? Well, first of all, let's talk about placement. You really need to be thinking ahead before you place Lightbeamer, because certain spots are better depending on what path you decide to choose. Bottom path Lightbeamers can be placed where you normally put other towers, usually in around the same spots you'll see snipers. Top path should be placed in a spot where you can take full advantage of its infinite pierce. This could be straight lines like the one here on Sky Islands, or rounder angles like this one on Autumn Cliffside. Keep in mind that you might want to set Lightbeamer's targeting to last so that you can keep his beam on that straight path. The amount of crowd control you get on this path makes it great for early game, but you'll most likely need some markets to get away with this. It's still useful around mid game though, especially against engineers, but at this point you might want to start placing them on bottom path. Bottom path is the exact opposite of top path. Instead of being great against hordes, it's great against bosses. As a matter of fact, it's one of the best boss killers in the game. Just look at that DPS! Keep in mind that a majority of this damage comes from the super explosion that it does when it's locked onto an enemy for long enough, so it's not very good against weaker enemies that die quickly. Try to keep bottom path Lightbeamers on the same target for as long as possible. Sometimes it's easier to do this by setting its targeting to strongest, but if there aren't any bosses or anything like that, then your Lightbeamer will usually cycle through enemies instead of homing in on one. Personally, I'd leave their targeting on first for simplicity's sake. Either path you choose though, just remember to get Lightbeamer level 3 upgrade as fast as possible. Lightbeamer at base level is terrible, which really solidifies how you shouldn't use it in an early game without markets. Now when it comes to what towers you should pair with Lightbeamer, I'd keep in mind the cost of your other towers. You might not be able to afford Lightbeamer if you're using other expensive towers like Electricizer or Recon Base. And at that point, you're practically wasting a tower slot. You should either stick to Lightbeamer for mid to late game defense, or bring Market. If you can get some Markets in mid game, you'll have enough cash to manage multiple late game towers at once. This is especially true in Expert Plus, where you have a stupid amount of cash to work with in late game. Hey, speaking of Expert Plus, you need to beat Expert Plus on 5 maps to get this tower in the first place, so how do you even get it? The specific strategies you'll be using aren't too different from regular Expert, with the exception of a couple of waves. I'd just make sure you and your teammates bring meta towers like Bugler, Recon Base, Sniper, and especially Electricizer. Stick to easy and normal maps, usually the same ones you'll beat to get Businessman. And as for your modifiers, I've found that using Ranked Up, Locked In, Divinity, and Hardcore are your best bet. You can sometimes get away with True Army and Locked In if your team's good enough, but it's just not as reliable. Oh shoot, I'm getting a call from the captain. Hey Mal, could you read the comment of the week for me real quick? This is important.
Yeah, sure. Brody asks, hey, could you remake this video with the new rebalanced Elite? It's much more powerful now.
Yeah, uh-huh. Well, I'm not sure what letting me go means, but I'll see you next week, I guess. Anyways, what did you say? I wasn't paying attention.
Just make a new Elite video, bitch.
Oh, right. Well, remaking old videos is something that I've been thinking about a lot, especially after they reworked a bunch of the towers that I've made videos on. And while I do kind of want to, I feel like I need to get better at the whole video creation process first. I want there to be a noticeable difference in quality between the original and the remake. So unless something major happens, like when Conscript got replaced with Slinger, or when Freezer got completely reworked, it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Unless you give me like 50 bucks, then I might. Those are all the words I have to say for now. If you have any epic video ideas, please type them down in the comments so that I can ignore them. Okay, love you all, bye.